before starting the race. It's definitely the best choice. All right, we're off. So in Mega Man X, obviously the very first stage and the first parts of Penguin stage as well, you will not have the dash, so it'll be just walking and and mashing, making sure you don't let go of right. So Link's doing quite well there. Tchy having just a little bit of trouble with one of the gun bolts there. But thankfully, he didn't get a bad pattern from the first B, so he's not really worried about his HP. Whereas Lynx actually did get a bad pattern from the first B, and he had to take a single bonk strat from the second B there, which is kind of dicey because if you do it wrong, then obviously if you take a second hit, then you die. And sometimes if you do it spectacularly wrong, the B will actually fall on you, and you'll die that way.
Yeah, the single bonk is very scary. That's impressive to pull it out in the tournament.
Alright, so Lynx, he's got HP, but he's not going to be doing Taskars. I don't expect that Tchy will either.
Yeah, they're both just gonna blast through him. Again, that's a little safer and probably a smart play in this situation.
Mm-hmm. So here, we get over to the right-hand side of the area so that the ship is, like, less likely to mess with us. Ooh, Tchy looks like he got a third car.
Oh. Yeah.
Oops. Lynx had a minor disaster there. He ran into Vile instead of getting hit by the shot. But he's grabbed. A good grab for Tchy as well.
It looks like about 209 there. Not too bad. Alright, so X1, of course, we gotta head to Chill Penguin to get the boots so we can go fast the rest of the time. So this first half of Chill Penguin is kinda very technical since you can't dash. You gotta make sure all of your movement's really precise and not taking any bonks. You got the slope jumps. Lots of good stuff to save you the small amounts of time you can.
Yeah, so when you're walking down a slope, you actually move faster in the horizontal direction. And so, and you also jump higher. So there's two things. There's two parts of that. You'll see Lynx. He'll be using slope jumps, which is where you just jump while you're walking down the slope. He'll be doing that both to gain speed, mostly on the forward slopes, but you can also gain a little bit of speed on the backward slopes. And then he'll also, you see that he used a slope jump to get up to that ledge a little bit earlier there because you jumped up higher.
Gets the slope jump to the capsule too. So that was really good looking.
Yeah. The ones where like the slope is up and you're trying to move forward, they don't save much, or if anything, because you do have to turn around to do the slope jump. But they're fun to look at and they're fun to do. So.
Let's see. Oh, Bonk doesn't quite get the no stop all the way, but still moving along fine.
Yeah, we'll see if Tchy can can redeem us. Hey, there we go.
Nice.
A very interesting variation of no stop where he just mashed instead of doing the precise single shot.
Yeah. Kind of liked that. That was a little bit different. About 416 door to Penguin. Lynx is moving fast. The snowball sections are really difficult. It's easy to make small mistakes that lose you a lot of time.
Yeah. All right, so Penguin, what you're looking for is this pattern. You want him to blow ice statues as much as possible because you can get lots of hits during that, and you can set up like these charge hits where you shoot a lemon from far away, and then use the travel time to get additional charge for your buster, which can be a little bit faster. Call the strat CFO based on the giant mechanoid boss from the intro of X2. So stay tuned for that.
So neither of them got terrible RNG, but Tchy had a little bit of bad luck at the end getting slides, but they're still moving on quite nicely.
Yeah, slides are kind of murder on your time.
So now with Quinger, lots of vertical movement. So this is a tough stage to go real fast. We already saw at the very beginning there, Lynx had some really nice movement, getting up quickly. Now the turtles, you gotta do some precise dashing, and he makes it through wonderfully.
Yeah, that's what we in the trade call god turtles. That was quite good.
Yeah.
So here he's abusing the fact that you can try to wall kick off those spikes, and it'll put you in the damage animation, but it won't actually do damage to you. So you can bypass a lot of the danger in that elevator safely. Alright, this outside climb is interesting. There's a couple, there we go, that's a gap jump there. Basically all you have to do is you just like tap just barely into the wall after doing a kick out from the wall. And it puts you in the right position to slip right through that gap and skip grabbing the ladder and climbing it. Alright, so we've got Tchy just trying to catch up a little bit here, having just the slightest issues.
Okay, Lynx is going for the tango. Oh, gets grabbed. It's unfortunate, but should be fine. He's just going to lose a little bit of time not getting him in that lock.
Alright, he's
Quinger's not teleporting.
Well, yeah, so anywhere between 14 HP and 0, Kuwanger can decide to go into his second phase where he infinite teleports. It looked like he didn't do that until like 4 HP there, which is nice. You want him to not be constantly teleporting because it's slow.
Yeah, that was a pretty quick fight without the tango. But here we got Tchy, did get him into the dance. Just headbanging away, but then he started teleporting pretty early on. So it's going to be a nice, easy fight, but not quite as quick as it could have been.
Yeah. Alright, so first thing to look out for in this chameleon stage is the rocks. He got owned by a rock immediately, as soon as I talked about it.
In the face.
Thankfully, he got through without any other hits. Those rocks, they drop randomly, and so there's not all that much you can do in certain situations, like the one he had, where it drops right in front of the rock guy you have to jump over. Let's see if Tchy can redeem can redeem us here by getting through unscathed.
Yeah.
Good use of the charge shot. So, like when you're entering that area, you use the charge shot to clear out any rocks before the first boulder guy.
Oh, right at the end.
Yeah. It's too bad. This boss fight is very easy. All you do is you just keep him in the infinite juggle with boomerangs. Just making sure you don't shoot too fast after the first one.
Tchy had nice movement through the swamp, so he's getting into the fight right now. Not too far behind. He's pretty good X1 time so far.
Yeah. Fun fact about that swamp section. Technically, getting in the right armor is faster, but like only if the task does it.
Really? I did not realize that.
Yeah, you have to like take perfect, because like the right armor dashes faster than X does by like half a pixel per frame, which is pretty significant. Okay, so let's see. Lynx is going to take the full elevator ride instead of trying to kick off the underside of one of those platforms. Let's see, I guess this means you're probably not going to do death kick either. Yeah, I'm choosing not to do death kick.
I know you're disappointed.
One of these days.
But yeah, the death kick is very precise and very easy to die. And so I think in this situation, Lynx was thinking he'd just make sure he stayed alive.
If he died trying to do death kick, he probably would have put either with Tchy or behind. It's about a 35-second loss. Eagle going straight up for dives. Looks like 5 dives. Oh, he came down. Okay. So this is equivalent to getting about 4 dives, like in terms of time loss. Like, lots of dives sucks, but also repeatedly going up to dive and then hovering also sucks.
As we say, birds are jerks. So you got slides from Penguin and dives from Eagle. Let's see how it works out for Tchy here. The nice thing is, we've got his weakness, so they're a little less punishing than, for instance, in 100% when, depending on your route, you might not have his weakness. Goes up and
looks like Tchy's going to pick up a little bit of time on Lynx here from the boss pattern. That was a very good pattern.
Alright, and Lynx and Mandrill, this hallway looks like he's using the Zam's hallway technique. This is really tight, lots of switching weapons, and he made it through flawlessly. That looked good.
Yeah, it was a really good hallway. Here, doing a little bit of early damage with the boomerang, and then switching to Tornado for the sustained damage while he's falling down. Yeah.
Oh, and Tchy's going to Flame Mammoth, so he's going to get that out of the way. You can really do Flame...
got a Root Divergence, okay. I'll try and keep it in my mind.
But you can do Flame Mammoth at any time, really, between 5th and 8th. So there's some preference in stage selection or which weapons you'd like to have. It is nice to have Flame Mammoth's weapon before Octopus, but not essential.
Yeah, there's basically there's 3 routes. There's the natural route where you just go to Mammoth directly afterwards. There's the optimal stage select route, which puts Mammoth 6th. And then there's the RNG grinding route, which puts him 8th. Ideally, in that case, then you want to do that. The motivation behind putting him 8th is to get all of the harder bosses that have luck components out of the way, and then just kind of having Mammoth as a victory lap.
So it'll be a little tougher to tell the difference between the stages, because Mammoth is a shorter stage. But Lynx is going to do Mammoth now, and then I assume Tchy will be going to Mandrill, so we'll meet back up.
Yeah, they'll sync up real quick. I would guess Lynx is about 40 to 45 seconds ahead of Tchy right now.
Yeah, it seems about right.
Alright, so maybe I'll be able to make a stab at commentating each of these stages as opposed to describing the routes this time. So Mandrill's kind of an open stage. There's not a lot of precise platforming, except for you want to maximize your dashing time forward on those forward conveyors. So Lynx did a good job of that. And here you got to get around this Hoganmer. That guy's a jerk. It's really tough to get around him.
I love getting the ice shot into the last guy. It's very easy to jump over, but it's nice to kill him.
Alright, Tchy's going to be just using... Oh, here we go. Switches to boomerangs when he drops down. It can be tough to do like the quick swap strat to get the boomerang shots on the ceiling. Using some interesting strats that I haven't seen before in this checkpoint area.
Yeah, just bustering through everything.
Oop, no, it didn't quite get to the ladder, so it was kind of dangerous. It's if you miss the ladder when those guys are hanging around, they'll just hang around. They'll continue circling directly below the ladder, and it'll be almost impossible not to take a hit.
Oh, another thought I just had. I saw Tchy skip the heart container there. I don't think we've seen him pick up any of them. Did he get the sub-tank on the Eagle? Did you see?
No, he did not.
Okay. Yeah,
I don't think anybody's been taking any safeties.
Yeah, so because this is just the 8 Mavericks, you really don't need to worry about the safeties too much, but there are a few easy to get ones. That one in Mandrill is one option, but we saw the Ghost skipped it. Here in Armadillo is another one, but oh no. And since you just went down with 1 hit remaining on Mandrill, that's unfortunate.
Ordinarily, that would be a complete disaster because you'd be completely out of ice at that point, but thankfully, Tchy, he used tornado stress through most of the stage, so his ice is in okay shape.
More punches.
Oop, I didn't realize he was out of ammo there.
Oh man. At least survived, though. That's good.
So Lynx now sitting on
more.
Yeah. Lynx now sitting on an almost full stage lead. We'll see if he's able to carry that forward. Oh no! What is going on, dude?
Oh my!
He's gonna worry about his ammo now. He's just waiting now.
There we go. Wow, that. So before you knock off his armor, you just can't hit him when he's rolling like that. Now he can, but that was a lot of rolls. Man.
I think that's the most rolls I've seen so far in this tournament. That was pretty good. There are videos around the internet of especially long rolls, and usually what happens toward the end, like first they get surprised, then they get angry, and then by the end they're just laughing because it's like, what can you do when Dillo rolls for 30 seconds? Ooh. Tchy did something very dangerous there, which was to grab the ledge there, because it killed his dash speed, and if you're not at dash speed, it's difficult to get past that mole bar. Ooh, fell off the cart.
Oh no.
He's gonna have to go back and get it. Alright, so Octopus stage, there are these sub-mini bosses that you have to kill. Link's doing a good job. Their weakness is the Chameleon Sting, so thankfully we got that. Here, this Udaboros fight. He gets up there on the side. That's to reduce lag, and then one tornado will kill it just from repeated hits.
And Tchy, meanwhile, got 0 rolls at the start of the fight, so that's nice. He should be saving a little bit of time on the Armadillo fight then.
Yeah, I think that he would have picked up quite a bit of time if he hadn't fallen off the cart.
Mm-hmm.
So Lynx is going to be heading into X2 real quick. Ooh, showing off the new
Oh,
tech,
there we go.
where you can use the fire wave to get an instant or a really easy one tick cancel for the whirlpool there.
Yeah, and so that was what I mentioned earlier. It's really nice to have Fire Wave for that specific reason. You might not even get the whirlpool, but if you do, you have a way to get out quickly, so that's nice. And Octopus is one of the probably the most dangerous boss fight in X1 here, especially if you haven't picked anything up. So it's good that he made it through clean. Starting up X2 now, and Tchy is just getting to the subs here.
Tchy staying back. That's one of the, like, I don't know, it's slow, but it's safer a little bit because you won't get hit by any of the eels. And if the sub were to give the wrong pattern, then you also wouldn't get sucked directly into it. You'd have some time to react. Alright, so Lynx is going to be going through this intro stage of X2. As you can see, he has the dash already. There's no need to pick up a boots item for it.
And now he's fighting CF0, the namesake of all those strats that we're always talking about.
Yeah. Having a little bit of a rough time taking it down, but no big deal, honestly.
Tchy now going into the Octopus fight, kind of low health. It's going to be a little scary.
Reporting in chat, I don't know what's going on anymore, so I'm hoping that's not a disaster. Ooh.
Oh. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But still got lots of ammo, so he should be fine this time.
Alright, so let's see. Lynx choosing not to take the heart in Sponge. So I wonder if he's going to be taking any backups at all.
You got to guess he's not, because that is about the most free heart in any of these games.
Yeah, so basically there's like 3 hearts right at the very beginning of the game that are all really easy and fast to take. So you could see runners take like 1, 2, or 3 of them. Alright, Tchy's done with the X, and he's going to be moving into X2 now. We'll see if he can pick up some ground. Although Lynx is also very good at X2, so... Ooh, starts up with the spins. You don't want the spins, because they block your shots and make it difficult to move properly. Alright, so Lynx is now looking for a ceiling pattern. He didn't want a ceiling pattern back when Sponge actually did it, but once he gets past about half HP, then you want him to go up so that you can kill him without making him angry. What a jerk.
There we go, finishes it out.
Tchy looks like he lost his jump there. Not something that would normally happen in this game. It's not like a dropped input. I think it was just maybe an early press. Alright, so we got Gator Stage coming up for Lynx. Gator Stage is one of the most difficult and impressive stages in the whole speedrun. So definitely stay tuned for some cool stuff coming up.
Yeah, the chain usage here is always pretty great.
Yeah, strike chain, like when you shoot it into a wall, it'll pull you into the wall, and you can get going really fast when that happens. Shot the wrong way. That's funny. Alright, so you'll see he might try to, instead of just jumping down the hole, he might try to jump to the right and kick off the lip of the capsule there. and that'll get you going a little bit faster. Yeah, just like that.
Huh.
So you can come down that hole at dash speed instead of walking speed. Ooh. He's pulling out all the stops. I like it.
Yeah. I guess we should mention, he's grabbing the arm upgrade there. That's just because there's going to be enough situations in just the 8 stages here where having the charge is going to save you a significant amount of time. So it is worth it to go up there and grab it. We have seen runners not do it, but a lot of the main movement strats are going to involve chain and charge burner or charge chain. So there's a lot of movement based on upgraded weapons.
Yeah, plus he can actually save a significant number of hits against bosses using the charge. It's actually...
Yeah, that's very true. Snail and Crab come to mind right away.
Yeah, well, even Gator, you can save a hit in this fight using a charge shot. Like, the time save is immediate. And Stag as well, at the very beginning. Ooh. Gator goes down on Lynx. Basically, what happens there is you have a 5-frame window every time to keep him in hit stun, but as soon as he leaves hit stun, then he will...
Oh no.
I'm not sure what's happening anymore. But as soon as he drops that combo, then Gator's gonna go down and waste a bunch of time.
There we go.
Gator down. It's a hard fight.
Yeah, those chain hits on Gator are really tough to get all the way through. So he had a really good start to it, and then once it goes off the rails, it's tough to finish it off.
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you drop 1 cycle, then you're liable to drop 3 or 4 more.
So we get a very brief introduction to the counter hunters. Little cutscene here. We're gonna not care about them at all.
Yeah, in fact, the route is chosen to clear them as fast as possible. So I expect you'll see Lynx go to Stag first, and then Moth, and then Centipede, and each of those will clear a counter hunter from the screen, so that the teleport animations don't keep happening.
Tchy's at the arm capsule now. Did a little jump off the capsule too. And now we get to see the vertical climbing stage in X2. Yep, skipping the heart.
Yeah, so that'll mean that he's not getting any hearts, because those 3 hearts in those first 3 stages, they're the fastest ones. So the reason you would want hearts is because the strats for a few of the bosses, mostly like Stag and Crab, they involve taking damage. So it's nice to have a little extra buffer. Like, even I take less safety heart in X2 in this category.
Yeah, I think the Stag and Sponge hearts especially are so easy to get. See almost everybody getting them, but Lynx is going hardcore. I appreciate it.
Yep. No fear. So you saw that he climbed up with Stag first, and then afterwards he's been sticking to the ground. This is like a hybrid between the climb strat and what's called the Ova strat, where you just kind of sit at the bottom and you can get reliable hits that way. Tchy is staying way far back from Gator, which I don't recommend you do that. I recommend you get close so that you can react instead of having to proact.
Yeah, he also
but I guess, like, whatever you're used to, right?
Yeah, he had a pretty decent start to it as well, and then lost it and is having the same issue now, having a hard time getting the strike chains synced up again. Oh, didn't get grabbed.
All right.
Just gotta finish it off. There it is.
So, fun fact, if you were to, like, in that kind of situation, if you were to kill Gator with a charged chain, he would actually drop a little mini drop, because it forces a drop from every single thing that it kills, and that includes bosses.
Okay. Making short work of the mini bosses here. Those mini bosses, obviously really easy to take out right away, but in the event that you miss the shot, they can be a real pain. So it's good that, especially on the first one, you can just drop the wheel, go and take it out. The second one should be no problem as well. And then navigating through those hallways, very well done by Lynx, using the charge burner and buster to clear stuff out.
Yeah. I'd be interested to see what his next strat is. Ooh. Okay.
No problem.
So he's choosing not to do the burner strat in Hellway. I guess, like, you only have enough burner to do, like, two charged burners in this stage before getting to the boss, because you also need it for the boss. So you have to very carefully choose which ones you're going to do.
Alright, let's get through the first half of the Moth fight. Moth is actually a really deadly boss. He does a ton of contact damage, but if you don't let him hit you, then it ends up like that, so that was well done.
Yeah. Moth does 8 damage on contact, and if you get the armor, he does 7 damage on contact. It only reduces 1 damage.
And Tchy going up against Stag, we'll see.
Ooh, okay. So he aborts the climb because it's not going that well. Ooh, he got a fireball right away, which is nice. When Stag shoots a fireball on the ground like that, it resets the iframes, so you can get quick hits like that. Oops. If he'd gotten the full hit with that neon shot, it would have been over already, but yeah, just had to wait one more cycle. Alright, so ooh, that was dangerous.
Oh, yeah.
Lynx now free to use the burner pretty much as he wants in this stage, because he doesn't need it for the boss. One of the nice features of this particular route is that you get Silk Shot to use against the mini-boss. You probably won't see it against Centipede himself, because it's not faster than the other strats that we use.
She's going to Moth also, so looks like they should be on the same route.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect very many route divergences from here on out.
And timed his burner usage perfectly, so he's got 1 left right there.
Yeah, he's got the little block set, nice. It's it's kind of dangerous, because if you do it at exactly the wrong place, X will get stuck underneath the block. It'll like fall on him instead of pushing him out to the side, and then he'll die. Ooh, teleports immediately. That's not good.
Yeah.
Teleporting to the ceiling is even worse. But he gets the tailspin next, so nice. Basically what happens is, if you slide down the wall while those tail pieces are coming down, then you can get one of them, like, lost. Ooh.
Uh-oh. Let's go. Alright, finish bomb.
Wheel strats, man.
Learning hot new tech on the fly. But the reason he switches to the strike chain normally is because the strike chain and then the buster is you can use that strike chain. It's a soft weakness, so it'll do 2 damage, and then that'll help you start charging your buster a little faster. Oh, and Tchy, see, this is what I'm talking about. If you miss that first shot on the mini boss, it's a little hard to get the second one, but made up for it.
Yes, it can be really rough sometimes. Tchy looks like he didn't use barely any ammo in the stage so far. I guess he's just like making sure he's got plenty for the fight.
Lynx is tearing through Snail pretty quickly. We'll see them. There it is. Yep, the mini boss skip. If you just burn her through the trigger, then the mini boss just doesn't spawn, and you keep going.
Yeah, there's like two different ways you can do that. You can do it with speed, or you can do it with lag. Obviously, it's faster to do it with speed than with lag.
And Tchy did make it through Moth. Like I said, that's a dangerous fight, so it's always good to survive.
Yeah, for sure. Alright, so for this snail fight, you're gonna see a very specific setup. Starts with a couple charge shots, takes damage against Snail, and shooting a couple mines to get Snail to the position you want, and then you just shoot a charge and follow him across the screen.
Very well done. Yeah, if you're not very precise with the setup there, when you get the charge shot off, it's possible you can move him the wrong way with the deboost, or otherwise make it so that he's going to survive, and then it's tough.
So Tchy had like an interesting moment there. One of the things that happens when you have Silk Shot in your weapon swap order is that if you are holding a full charge and then you pass by Silk Shot, it'll automatically like do the charge shot. You'll be holding the big clump of garbage or whatever, and so it can ruin your charges. So you got to be very careful about going past it.
Yeah, you can have similar kind of things with bubbles. If you're swapping weapons and have a charge going, accidentally pull out bubbles.
Yeah, like specifically bubbles are dangerous while you're charging, and then Silk Shot is dangerous after you've charged up.
And Lynx did get his bike all the way through the ostrich stage to the door, so that was very good. Now we'll see, I'm guessing he's probably going to be going for the fastest possible ostrich strats. He's going to hit him with Snail's weapon, hit him again, oh, missed that one, and then can hit him in the air. There we go, he's getting the double hits.
Got to be particular about them. So what Tchy's done here is he's actually taken off Centipede's tail, and what happens now is that every single time he hits Centipede, Centipede's gonna teleport.
It's interesting that he took off the tail but then didn't continue to use the Silk Shot. If you're going to take off the tail, that's usually people just use the charge Silk Shot, but if you can get the full neons in, then that works too.
Yeah, both of those strats do 4 damage, so it's whatever. Alright, so Lynx is into his very last Maverick stage in X2. Deathless so far, which is pretty nice. Nice. Using some any percent strats there. Oh, he didn't quite have his charge in time. That sucks.
Oh.
Alright, Tchy coming up to this mini boss skip. Executed flawlessly.
There we go. Lynx had a really nice climb up there to the boss door.
Ooh, ooh. You got to get just a little bit further past that to trigger the crystal sliding down. So, lost a little bit of time there, but no big deal.
And so Lynx is going to be doing a CFO strat on Crab here also, alternating between hitting him with a charge shot and throwing down a wheel and charging while it's down. And if you can just keep Crab trapped in the corner, so you hang up on the wall, then he's going to try and come at you, and you can just keep hitting him with the wheel. That was really well done, and he's done with X2, moving on to X3. Oh, and Tchy didn't get the first hits with the Buster, but he's got the backup.
Ooh, ooh. Ah, he got there in time. All right.
Nice, good finish.
He managed to save a couple hits there with that charge shot, so that's okay. Here we go. One game remains for Lynx. I think he could still PB if he played like Louise. Unfortunately, nobody plays like Louise.
I was gonna say Louise.
Looks like we got some heated X3 versus X2 discussion in chat. I'm gonna choose not to throw my hat in the ring because everybody already knows my opinion. All right, so Tchy burning onto the bike. That's a cool thing.
Yeah.
Oh, he's killing everything. He's going on a murder spree. I can't believe this guy. Oh, he lost.
Oh man. Oh, and he's just gonna die.
So he could have done a couple things there. He could have like dash jumped over, but unfortunately he just fell to his doom. But he spawned right next to the bike, so he's got an extra chance.
And I guess I didn't mention it before, but making this jump, there we go, on the bike, is kind of tough. If you don't know what's going on...
He was so close to losing the bike, and then he did. Oh well.
Yeah. Well, at that point, he didn't lose a whole lot of time. Saying in chat, I'm still laughing, I think. Yeah, he wanted to bring the bike all the way there.
Alright,
Most intro
so
bosses.
boss in this intro. This guy's a jerk. Like, he'll just pound you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Alright. Tchy went for a couple of the double hits at the top, and then said just keep it on Crystal and finish the fight out, so made it through there well. He's just got double grab remaining.
Alright, so in Buffalo Stage, right off this bat, there's these little slopes. The slopes, when you're like dashing down one of those slopes in this game, you get going really fast. Like specifically on the ice. Unfortunately, I think that's the last time we'll be seeing that.
Oh, and unfortunately the fish sub there took 2 hits to go down. But that's not really gonna lose much time.
Yeah, the big thing that it affects is like your timing for going through the gate there as it opens. Because that gate, it doesn't open until the mini boss is dead.
Okay, and Lynx is picking up the boots.
doesn't miss the boots capsule, so we're not going to have a surprise bootless run.
Alright, Tchy's going into crab, so he's about to finish up at X2.
Oop. Got the Z-SNES background going on there from from Lynx.
And he is doing this UFO strat on Buffalo.
He's just resetting his pattern there. He's like, the way this works, you can like either get slightly behind or ahead of the cycle where Buffalo's turning around. So there we go.
Yeah, for how easy that fight is to do kind of the slow way where you just stand there and do jumps, when you start doing the CFO strat, it becomes a lot harder to get the timing just right.
Yep. All right, Tchy's getting into Mega Man X3. He'll be starting shortly. Meanwhile, Link's heading into his second Maverick here.
Like,
Acid C-Force. Here you can already see that, like, so it costs like 15 to 20 seconds to get those boots, but they already pay dividends. They make all of this movement so much easier, and sometimes faster as well.
yeah, that was a great climb.
I'm going to be using the Japanese names because I think they're funnier.
It is one thing that I do love about X3 is being able to almost entirely skip the boss intros. So I don't know the Japanese names for these because I never have to see them.
So Lynx had a little bit of a mishap there where he shot both of his frost shields the wrong way. So he had to switch to Buster using the menu in order to like take care of that mini boss.
And one great thing about this route is because you're going to use Frost on the mini-boss, and that's also Seahorse's weakness, there's no chance of Bit showing up here, so you don't have to worry about running out of ammo.
Yeah, well specifically that's why this stage is done second as opposed to like third or fourth or fifth, right? Alright, so Lynx has plenty of Frost Shield ammo. He's going to be doing this fight in a specific way, because when you hit Seahorse high up with the Frost Shield, oh, okay, he's setting up a 2.5 cycle here. Ooh, 3 1/4. I'm not really sure how to call that. But basically, like after like he hits the ground and there's like a part of a stun, then you can actually continue to mash shots into him for a little bit.
And the amount of time that you get to mash is based on the height that you originally hit him. So that's why you saw him kind of trying to hit him up top, so you've got more time to mash.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're watching this extremely long Doppler cutscene. It's like 30 seconds. It's pretty gross.
There's our introduction to Bit and Bite. But wait, who's this mysterious fella? Doesn't matter, we're not going to see him in this run. Alright, moving on to Rhino. Rhino is a very scary stage, just because if anything goes wrong, it can all go out of whack real fast. Lynx is good enough.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Are you talking about Screw Cider?
That would be what I'm talking about.
All right. So, so here's one of the. This is the first stage that Bit could appear in. So you'll see he's going to go through this door, and he may or may not get stopped. He's not getting stopped. That's good because you want your HP in this stage. One of the cool things coming up in the boss fight is if you don't die past this point, then some interesting things happen to the boss. AKA, its AI never turns on, basically. So here the mini boss. This is Thanks for correcting my pronunciation.
There we go. Let's see you mash through quickly. But the fastest way to do that boss is to just get inside him and mash. And as we know in X3, any body hits from enemies do a ton of damage. So already having to lose a bunch of HP there, if you take some hits you didn't mean to, then this stage can get kind of scary.
Alright. He can take a couple hits, so he's probably fine. So here you see Tchy showing off the this safer strat against Buffalo. You can keep him in a very simple stun lock there. He just he repeatedly thinks that you're gonna jump over him, so he bashes his head against the wall, trying to catch you.
And now we get to see kind of the same AI from Rhino. Like Fatso mentioned earlier, if you don't die, this is all he's gonna do. Just run back and forth. Sometimes he'll try and stop to throw you off, but it's a really easy fight. If you do have a death, then he gets a lot more attacks, and then it's like an actual fight.
Alright. Ooh. Tchy getting bodied right at the beginning. Those giant things, they do 8 contact damage, so you really don't want to touch them. Ooh. He almost got knocked down too. Alright, so heading into this Electro Namazuros stage. I've locked myself into a pattern of bad behavior here, but I'm going to keep going as long as it goes. So Catfish is a jerk, and his stage is also kind of a jerk. It's very typical, with lots of going very early off that elevator.
Yeah, that was close.
So in X3 you can't do the thing like you can in X, where you do a wall kick off of spikes on the wall and it just doesn't hurt you. That would have killed him. Alright, so no bite yet. Sorry, no bit yet. So he'll be getting bite. Sorry, bits. In crawfish.
Oh, and we can see a little show off of the drill. When you put the drill into an enemy, it cancels their hitbox for some reason. And I don't know the specific timing. It's about 20 frames. Is that what it is?
I don't know what the frame window is, but you can pass through enemies using that method.
Yeah, so if you put them in, and then you can just run straight through them. And so there's several places where that can make the platforming a lot easier.
Alright, so this catfish fight. Ooh! He keeps missing charge shots. It's very careful. You have to be very careful about Catfish's HP because it's gonna be. Oh! Yeah. He's getting murdered. Looks like 7 drills. You want to minimize the number of drills that you're having to shoot. Oop.
Yeah, drill's the weakness, and It's a very easy fight if you use drill the entire time, but it's insanely slow. So that's why we saw him use the Buster as long as possible.
No!
Oh, one hit away.
That's really bad. That's really bad for Tchy.
He's
Because
out of
now he has
ammo
to
too.
do the entire fight with Buster, which can get very slow and is also more dangerous.
Yeah, the Seahorse fight with Buster is difficult. It's pretty trivial with Frost, but it's very difficult with Buster. And Seahorse just has such a huge hitbox too, as we saw in that death. It's a tough fight.
All right. So, Lynx heading into our boy Scissor Shrimper's stage. All right, so Tchy is in very, very dangerous territory here. Ooh. And that invulnerability, it lasts so long too.
Yeah. Yeah, we got the bit fight. With the bit and bite fights, we'll want to see the runners finishing them off with Buster as opposed to their true weakness. Yep, there we go. If you finish them off with their weakness, then it's going to cause an explosion that takes about 15 seconds. It's a long time to just sit there and watch them blow up. Whereas if you finish them with Buster, you see that, you get a little text box, and then they're out.
Yeah. On the plus side, if you kill them both, then you get to fight Press Disposer in Doppler 1 instead of God Karmashino Yanari. But nobody would want to do that because Press Disposer sucks. This is like one of the hardest bosses in all the 8 Mavericks if you don't have the weakness. What a jerk.
Oh man, he's in the same situation. He's got him down pretty low, but one way. Oh no. Oh man, yeah, Seahorse is brutal Buster fight.
Alright. This might actually be good for Tchy because he can get his ammo back.
Yeah, after you're out of ammo, you almost just want to get it over with and come back. Oh, and then a really nice 2-cycle on Crawfish.
Yeah. So, yeah, Crawfish, similar to Seahorse, has weakness in his iframes where you can continually spam shots. Unfortunately, you can't do it with the weakness because the weakness is slow. In this case, Triad Thunder. All right, so now that we're past 5 stages, Bite can appear in any of the next 3 stages. So we'll be looking to see that somewhere. Oops, having a little bit of trouble getting past that big room area.
Got it. Let's see if you can get the 1 cycle on the mini boss. It's pretty tough. Oh, he did. Very nice.
Yeah, using the air dash method, which many runners find easier than just kind of doing a dash kick up there.
And we see Tchy using all Buster on the mini boss there. He wants to have as much ammo as possible, which makes sense. And again, using the drill to cancel hitboxes, make sure you don't have any issues jumping through there.
All right, no bite on this Shining Tiger stage. Which is nice. This is another stage where you don't want to accidentally lose HP if you can avoid it.
And because we did Crawfish already, Lynx does have Tiger's weakness. However, this is another instance where the Buster is going to be faster. So we'll see him using Buster through at least most of the fight. Might switch to the spinning blades at the end. So the drill cancels the enemy's hitbox when it first hits it. I don't know the exact timing on it, but I want to say it's about 20 or 30 seconds, or not seconds, sorry, frames. So as long as you're moving quickly, you can drop one down and then go straight through them.
Alright, so towards the end of the fight, you saw the Lynx switch to the spinning blade there, and basically what that means is it just makes it impossible for Tiger to do the charge-up attack, which wastes a ton of time, because it forces him to go up the wall.
Yeah, that was a good Tiger fight, and Tchy did handle Seahorse no problem that time. Oh, Butterfingers helping us out here.
Dropping the
It's
hot
15
knowledge bomb.
frames.
Yeah, so it's basically just long enough for you to get through most enemies.
As long as you're moving quickly, that's plenty of time.
Yeah. So here you can see in this gravity beat boot stage that spinning blade is a very good weapon.
Oh, now
here
we got
bite. Okay. So you're gonna want to see Lynx. He's gonna be trying to do a pauseless strat. I wonder if he's actually on pace for it.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, took the hit there, but didn't have to pause.
It's okay to take a hit on this stage because it's not a very dangerous one. It's not like Tiger stage or Rhino stage.
Nice gap jump.
Could have even had some HP there.
Alright, and since we got the boots, the elevator skip here is trivial. It's a really tough jump without boots, so this is one of the main reasons that we like to get them.
This is the first time I've ever seen anybody go up the left side of that elevator. Usually people will go up the right.
That's true, yeah. Tchy has some low health going into the mini-boss. Ooh, this is going to be scary. Like I said, you don't want to die on Tunnel Rhino's stage, but it's so easy for that to happen because it's a tough one.
He took a quick two hits there.
Oh.
That's an interesting property where like the boss knocks you off the wall and can do damage, and then it resets your iframes and then does damage again.
Lynx having a little fun jumping or sliding underneath Beetle when he jumps. Beetle is a really easy boss fight as long as you have the Ray Splasher. He's just having a little fun with him.
Yeah, so the Ray Splasher can cancel any attack that he does, which normally the Buster couldn't. So, so Lynx has 7 bosses down in X3. He only has 1 boss left to go in the entire run.
Yeah, he's having an amazing run. Teleporting out just after 103. 1 level left. That's going to be a strong run.
Alright, so Tchy does have this mini-boss down, but now he's going to have to face a tougher Rhino pattern. So it'll be interesting.
I'm sure he was hoping he might get some health there, but... Oh, body. Yeah, as you can see, just those body hits from everything in this stage does a ton of damage.
Yeah, and unfortunately there aren't any enemies coming up anytime soon that he can farm forced HP from. He's going to try and get HP from these guys. So if he gets hit by a drill here, he's in trouble. And it takes 2... Oh man, it takes 2 frost shields to kill this tank here.
Decided to just go for it, but he does get a small drop. Oh, so one thing that I don't think we've mentioned is Frost Shield does force health drops from enemies as long as they're on the wall or the ground. Oh, and then he got a big one, so that's good.
It's the
so
ground or
that's
the ceiling.
Or, oh, sorry, yeah, the ground or the ceiling.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, you'll see a lot of folks switch into that to try and get a little safety health when you know that you can get something from it. It's very, very useful.
Yeah.
And
so while we were talking about that, I missed basically all of Explosehornix stage for Lynx. So here you can see, like, there's some actually legit dangerous attacks here from Rhino. But Tchy, he's staying safe. He's coming across, you know, staying on the walls.
There we go. So good job finishing it off. And Lynx is going into the final boss.
So here, Hornet's weakness is is the gravity well, but gravity well is super slow. So it's significantly faster to just use his soft weakness, the spinning blade.
Oh man, great fight.
He's finishing with 105.28 on his splits and 105.29 according to RaceBot. So now we just got Tchy coming through Catfish stage here.
Yeah, 105, that's really a terrific time for Lynx. I know his PB is 104 or something. I'm not sure exactly what the seconds are, but very close to a PB run for him. Let's see. 104.50 is what it's showing on the leaderboard, so just about 40 seconds behind his PB.
All right, Lynx is heading into the Doppler stages too. All right, so Tchy, I didn't catch whether he's had bit or bite yet.
I'm not sure either.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, there it is.
This answers my question. So here the bit fight. Again, the focus is to take him down to low HP with the weakness and then finish with the Buster in order to avoid watching the explosion animation. Doing a good job of avoiding that homing shot.
Yeah, a bit more so than bite is pretty easy to take some damage from, so he did really well not to have any issues there. There we go, and so again using the Frost Shield to get some health. Makes things a little less scary. Gonna go back and pick up the health there too.
I'm watching the wrong screen, never mind. Alright, so let's see if Tchy can get a better pattern from Catfish than Lynx did. Ooh. You can't just release your shot at the beginning of that fight, unfortunately. Catfish will jump over it. You gotta, like, jump up and then shoot. So we're gonna be looking for a Triad Thunder instead of a Ground Spark once Catfish gets to half HP. Yo, there we go. This is a good pattern.
Alright, uses that up dash to get
Only
away
3
from
kills
it.
from Tchy.
Yeah.
That's a pretty significant time save, actually, over like 6.
Yeah, that was a great Catfish fight.
I'm not using bit and bites of Japanese names because I can't remember which one's Vajirilla and which one's Mandarella.
Alright. Going into Crawfish. Crawfish, we saw Lynx take out crawfish really quickly, and it's certainly possible to have a really fast fight, but he also can do a ton of damage. So if you don't kill him really fast, it becomes a very difficult fight. However, the stage is pretty easy, so we'll see. Tchy moving through, and then hopefully he'll have a good fight. Oh, let me switch over.
Do you have the controls? Nice.
Yeah, I did have them pulled up and I forgot about it. Sorry. There we go.
All right. So here, you just gotta take care of this. This is one of the cool moments, I think, in this game. There's relatively fewer of those cool environmental moments in this game than in the other X games, but where you blow up the sub's reactor and then it begins to keel over, and you play the rest of the stage with it kind of sideways. I thought that was a pretty neat moment.
Yeah, agreed. Okay, so going into the crawfish fight.
So again, you're gonna hopefully see... Oh, he didn't quite jump at the right time there. There we go. You want to make sure that, like, crawfish is aiming up.
There we go.
Alright.
There we go. Nice.
Another dangerous fight. What is this, riding the elevator up with Zero here on Lynx's screen? Oh my god. One Zero elevator skip. Alright, so Tiger stage. Again, dangerous stage, dangerous boss.
And now is the first stage where we get a chance to see him bipede.
Yeah. Basically, like, there's like 2 sets of stages. After you get through the first 2 stages, then in the 3rd through 5th stages, you can you can face Bit, and then in the 6th through 8th stages, you can face Bite.
Oh, didn't quite get the last hit as he came down. But finish it off quickly, no problem. The issue now is going to be his health. I'd be really conscious of that.
Yeah. Oh. Thankfully, the Worm Seeker dropped the HP, so it's no problem. Hopefully. There's still things that can go wrong, but hopefully none of those things that will go wrong. No bite is a good thing. Yeah. With the HP stocks being low enough as is.
Just don't want to worry about it. Now, these little green guys, they're another one that do 8 hits damage on contact, so you gotta be careful.
Yeah.
It makes it through. Looks like he's just gonna take the spinning blade in. Take the little bit slower but safer fight.
Yeah, that should be a really safe fight. When you don't have to worry about dodging shots or anything.
Yeah, you gotta make sure that you
worry
don't
about your timing, though.
Yeah,
like,
can't send them into iframes.
There is pretty, it's pretty particular.
And because of the way that the spinning blade works, you gotta be careful about where you're shooting it also. But oh, Oh.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay.
Clutch
All right,
dodging.
looks like he's back into the pattern. Oh.
Oh no.
Is Tchy dropping frames for you as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
so we don't know.
Oh,
we don't
there
know.
we go. Hey, he did it.
Hey. Putting in a quick splice there. All right, so he's just got 2 stages left to go.
Yeah, so Beetle up next, and then Hornet is going to be his last one. Probably doesn't matter too much which one Bite shows up at this point.
Yeah, the final 2 stages in this game are not so bad.
I do really like Beetle's stage. I think it's got some of the best music in this game, and it's just a fun level, pretty open.
Yeah, it's really nice.
Top part. And then we get the elevator. Again, he does have. Oh, those guys.
I think he's trying to use the
like
frost shield
everything
to farm some HP there.
Yeah. Again with boots, it's not so difficult. You're just hoping to get. There. Right. No problem.
Total snipe on the rocket there with the frost shield. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I think saying Beatles is some of the best music in this one is not a crazy opinion. I love this song. And he's going in with the Race Splasher too, so should be an easy fight. Just letting him jump back and forth, get the hits in. And there we go.
Again, you can keep him infinitely just jumping ineffectively just by using the Race Splasher. So there's only one boss left to go for Tchy, and then he's going to be done.
And really, aside from the mishap at Seahorse, he's had a pretty good run. He's not going to be too far off of his PB considering how much time that took. But he had a good X1 and a good X3. It's been a really good run for him. And another elevator that we get to skip.
Yeah, so here Tchy's showing off the dash boots method. Oops. Having some troubles getting up, so he's just going to ride the rest of the way up. Shooting some frustration shots there.
Yeah.
That can be a tough, like the vertical air dash in this game is so bad. It's really
Right.
easy to do a vertical air dash when you don't want to, and then it's also really easy to cancel a vertical air dash when you wanted to do it. So
Yeah, and that is one of the really interesting things about this tournament is going from X1 and X2 to X3. When you have the air dash, it's quite a bit different feeling, and so some of the movement through 1 and 2 don't always translate to 3 because you're doing kind of different things.
Tchy hoping for the HP here, doesn't get it.
And I think we got some more frustration lemons. Okay, there you go.
Fortunate HP drop there. He's going to be trying to farm. Alright.
Okay, so we know we're going to have Bite
Gonna
here.
have Bite, yeah.
And Bite's probably a little easier to make it out damageless. However, if you make one small mistake, he does a ton of damage. He punches you up, so still gotta be very careful.
Yeah. It's one of the, like, little things you can do in this fight is try to avoid having to pause out of,
Oh no! Yeah, see, you get one small mistake and then it's really easy to lose it.
Tchy showing off Bite's other weakness though there, the Ray Splasher. Each of the special bosses, they have 2 weaknesses.
Just giving us the little rainbow X.
Oh, finishes on the right weapon. Oh my god. So good. Tchy giving some chat spoilers. Not gonna mention what they are.
Going back to the Ray Splasher. And decides to give us the explosion.
The explosive finish.
That's some showmanship right there. Alright, well he made it through there with no problem, so he's doing good on health. Just gotta make it through the final section of the stage, and then go into Hornet. As I said before, the Spinning Blade is faster, but it's a lot more dangerous than Gravity Well. Gravity Well, you can basically just shoot it and then stand there. So we'll see which one he goes for. Looks like Spinning Blade.
Well, right now he's hovering on the Spinning Blade, so I suspect he'll at least start the fight that way. Unfortunately, with a lot of those parasite bombs like on screen at the time, it's pretty laggy. Oh no! Okay, he did hit. Just a very, very fancy trick shot.
Yeah, it's very easy to get the field goal hits here. Oh, there we go. Finishes out. GG.
122.31 or so. 122.33 according to RaceBot.
So great work by both these runners. You get the parasitic bomb, a weapon that you really never get to see in these speedruns, so. Alright, so let's see, looking at Group D, Lynx is gonna move up to 2 wins and 0 losses. Tchy does have a win already, so he's gonna be at 1-1. Still in a really good spot to advance. He's just gonna have to win one more game coming up against Magius, and he'll have a good chance of advancing, so he's still in good shape. There you go. MMX being quick on it, getting the information entered in. So if anybody wants to check out the brackets, upcoming schedule, we got a lot more races coming up in this tournament. We're just getting towards the end of the group stages, so it's going to be down to the wire for a lot of folks. The way this is set up is we've got groups of 4 players, and then the top 2 from each group are going to advance. So Lynx is in really good shape. Tchy's got 1 win already, and so he is still in good position to advance. It'll come down to his last match, but if you check out those links, there's lots of races still going on, and lots of exciting groups still going on. As always, give a follow to our runners. They both did a wonderful job. Appreciate them going ahead and putting on a show for us. It was great. There we go. I think we got Tchy in here.
Hello.
There you are. Hey, good run.
Seahorse is impossible.
Yeah, we were saying Seahorse with Buster is an extremely hard fight. So that was unfortunate having to try and do it. But he got really close a couple times. So besides Seahorse, I felt like you had a pretty good run through X1 and X2 also. I couldn't see your splits. Were you on pretty good pace after X2?
I was actually like -20 on Moth, and then when I crashed the bike on Ostrich like an idiot, I went back to red. So.
Oh yeah, I didn't forget about the bike. Yeah, I was just talking about how easy it is to crash those bikes, and then you went into the wall. I assume you just did the death on purpose so you could go back for the bike then?
To be honest, I know there's a bike if you just go back, but I was like, what do I do now? Oh, whatever. And they just
It's just fall down to your death. You can actually just make that jump either with a speed burner or just a really well placed dash jump as well. And since you're not getting the heart, it probably would have been okay. But let's let bygones be bygones. Yeah, so other than that, you got a really nice pattern against Catfish. Saved a hot like 10 seconds there against
Lynx. That was
Lynx.
like a really good fight.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't really have any questions. I mean, other than Seahorse, are there any parts of your run which you would like to repeat? Which you would want to do over for?
Not sure. Seahorse is like my greatest weakness because I never properly learned how to quick kill him. But yeah, I just have to keep playing and improve.
Yeah, well, good job. So I was looking at the group. Looks like you do have one already. Well, next up is your game against Midius. You think are you feeling pretty good about that? You think you got a chance to advance?
Yeah, I think it should be okay. I don't know Midius PV or if he even has one, but yeah, I think I should be okay.
Good deal. Well, we'll be pulling for you. I'm excited for the last round of games coming up.
Yep.
All right. If that's it, you got anything else?
No, I'm just gonna say good game. Thanks for playing. Thanks for putting on a good show.
Thanks for commentating, guys.
Yeah,
No
we
problem
appreciate it.
at
You guys
all.
had a great time. Thanks to Speed Gaming, of course, for the restreams and setting all of this up. The tournament's been going great so far. I just put in chat the brackets and schedules again, so everybody check that out. We do have, let's see, one more race tonight. Yeah, that makes sense.
Casio versus KG2, I think.
Yeah, there it is. So yeah, Casio vs Kajitsu, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So that'll be another great one. And this next week we'll have a lot more races coming up. I see, Tchy, you've got your next one up on Thursday, August 2nd, so everyone be on the lookout for that.
Yep.
And thanks again, guys. Great runs. All right, thanks everybody, and we are going to be out.
Thanks for watching,
easy,
guys. I'm off to eat breakfast.
Same.